Knowify's smartphone app gives users the ability to add time, purchases, and other information to jobs from the field. When you first log in, you'll see all the jobs you're scheduled to work on that day. To start your clock for the day, click where it says Check In. This will start a timer and let the office know that you've started work for the day. Clicking on the name of the job will allow you to get more details about it, such as the job's address, any work order information, and scheduling notes when you're assigned to this job. To get directions to the job site, you can click on the map in this screen and it'll give you the ability to open up this address in the map software on your phone that you'd like. If you need to change which job you're checked into, you can click where it says Switch Job at the bottom of the screen. Clicking this will pull up a list of jobs that you're scheduled on, and when you pull up the check-in screen on the new job that you're switching to, you can choose to check in, and it will first check you out of the original job that you were scheduled on. You can adjust the time if needed and include any comments about the checkout, and it'll start your clock on the new job and end the clock from the original one. When you're done with all of your time at the end of the day, you can click where it says Check Out in the middle of the screen. When you check out, you'll be prompted to adjust any time if necessary, and you can enter any comments about the time that needs to be submitted to the office. It's worth noting that any of the edits made will automatically be forwarded on to whoever's approving the time in the office. The app also has the ability to enter comments that show up in the logs file of any job. Clicking the comments bubble will pull up a text field where you can enter in anything that needs to be communicated on the job with the office. You also have the ability to view, create, and manage tasks from inside the app. You can click where it says Tasks, and you'll see the tasks that are relevant to that specific job that you had opened up, and you can click the Add Task button to start typing in the name of a task that you'd like to assign to someone. Then you can set the deadline for when this task is due, and under Additional Information, you can update the job or phase and who this task is assigned to. Then when you click Add Task, it'll automatically add this as an upcoming task for that other user to mark as complete. If we go back to the home screen of the app, the menu button in the top left corner will give you the ability to access other features inside the application. It also gives us the ability to view things that have been created in the past, such as other tasks, purchases, and time that's been submitted so far. If we go to the Purchases section, we'll be able to see purchases that we've created recently. We'll also be able to add new purchases that we made in the field. You can type in the parts that you've purchased, along with their price and quantity as needed. And you can put in multiple parts to make this match the receipt that you receive from the vendor before entering it into the system. Then, on the next screen, you can enter how you will be paying for this purchase, whether the vendor will send you an invoice, if it was paid with company cash or a debit card, or paid with a company card. Then, you can select the vendor that you bought these materials from. It'll search through the list of vendors that are available inside Knowify, and you can select the job and phase that you purchased these materials for. Once this is selected, it'll know where to job cost this when it syncs into Knowify. You also have the ability to upload a receipt image as necessary and a comment to go along with this purchase. Then you can review and update any of the information before submitting. Once it's submitted, it'll be added to the list of purchases that you've made on your mobile app. If a user has the foreman permission enabled in the admin section of Knowify, it'll automatically enable another section of the app called Foreman that allows them to track time for other resources that can't track time for themselves. Clicking on the Foreman button allows a user to enter in which job they're working on, and then select which phase of the job they're working on, and then see a list of users who are scheduled to work with them so they can be checked in and checked out as is necessary. Checking a user in will start their clock for the day and relay the information to the office. If any users aren't scheduled but need to be added, you can choose to show all resources and then check in users that weren't initially scheduled on the job. When logged in as a foreman and looking at the home screen after checking other users in, you'll see how many users are checked in and more easily see the active check-ins so they can then be checked out of the job when necessary. Simply click where it says View Active Check-ins and you'll be able to see which users are checked in and easily check them out from this screen. When checking them out, you'll have the ability to make adjustments as if they were tracking their own time, and all of this information will be relayed into the office for approval and automatically adjust the cost of the job based off of that resource's labor burden. Pressing the plus, we can return to the home screen, and this plus icon at the bottom of the screen can be useful for adding any other type of transaction, or simply finding a job if we need to pull up information and start adding it to a project quickly from the app. You can click the Find Job button in the middle of this screen and see scheduled jobs or type in the name to find another job that doesn't show up automatically.